Set speed! At speed!
Hello everyone and welcome back. Here we are on Rome 2 Total War again, and we have got ourselves a pretty great 3 vs 3. So this is on the settlement of Alexandria Erakoja. A relatively common settlement. It's a fun settlement. It can be considered a little attacker heavy. Just because this corner, which is where the attackers always attack, is pretty hard to defend here. And as you can see, that is exactly where the attackers are attacking. So, for the attackers, we have got Pontus being commanded by Cambridge, Arverni being commanded by Sentinel, and finally Carthage being commanded by Jackal. Now, for the defenders, we have got Bactria being commanded by Sea Dog, Parthia being commanded by Pasta, and finally Eravaki being commanded by Pedrosaur. Now this battle was sent in here by Parthia's player Pasta, who you can see is also the one who has all of the goddamn cavalry out here. And you can see what's funny is this Cav actually took some losses here, I believe, to the tower arrows. The scorpions on top of these towers, I think, killed a bunch of the Sarmatian Lancers. But you can see that the threat of this little force out here from Parthia has caused the entire Carthaginian army and the Pontus cavalry to turn their entire attention over here. Now, while that is happening, Pontus is moving up tortoises, and yeah, just tortoises as of now. He's actually not even moving them forward. He's on the tortoise, but just sitting there. You can see some thorax swords moving forward from Bactria now. Maybe they want to hold the tower here. That tends to be one of the hardest parts about holding this area. He is keeping control of this tower. He just has so many angles that you can hit the defenders from. Nothing quite yet moving over here to this far side. You can see they do have equipment here, but they don't have any troops going to them. Tortoises are moving forward. He's going to bust holes on either side of the tower. Pretty standard procedure. Then I think he's going to take the corner here. Bactria's Ballista actually got some kills here. 43 kills. Yeah, I think Bactria realizes that it's probably not even worth it, and he's walking away. Now, what that means, though, giving up this tower basically means that they're going to have to give up everything from, like, here. You know what I mean? The range of the tower, you can see it right now, because it hasn't been taken yet. Range of the tower is right there. That's how much space they have to give up. Otherwise, that tower is just getting free kills. If you're not going to hold it, you have to ditch it. Parthia moving forward a little bit more, getting a little more in the face of Carthage. What's interesting is he's kind of sliding here, which is kind of in between Carthage and the walls, kind of preventing Carthage from making too much of an advance. There we go, now we've got a tortoise coming over here. And Parthia actually moving troops forward. Maybe Parthia wants to keep this tower. If you can keep it, it's powerful, but it's hard to because, honestly, it's almost impossible to keep the tower. In the end, what's going to happen is it's going to be neutralized. Because as troops come in through these breaches, they're automatically within the control zone, which is going to make them neutralize the tower, which means, honestly, it's not going to do anything for anyone. It's not going to kill anybody for you, and it's not going to kill anybody for them. Pontus moving another. I guess he wants to just... I don't know if he's trying for a separate hole or just to widen this one. Parthian swords actually came outside of the walls. You know what? That might be the only way you can hold that tower. Nice jabby toss from the Celtic Warriors, excuse me. Dry fire from the Parthian swords. Oh no! And the Hillmen are going to be able to get in and around that unit. Parthian sword is now pretty much screwed. Cavalry, looks like Bactrian Noble Horse over here. The Parthian foot archers. And Hillmen coming over here and gonna engage the Hillmen from Pontus.
Engage!
Alright, they got a good jabby toss there, 14 kills. Oh, but a good return jabby. Talk about the fight of the two shiniest turrets here. We got Hillman versus Hillman. 144 versus 146 or 8, whatever that. Oh god. Got another jabby toss on him. Alright, so Carthage and Arverni looking to get troops into the settlement now. The Parthian sword, I'm pretty sure, just got massacred. There's no way it made it home, right? Oh my god, it did. I don't know how it got out of that. Alright, so, but they can't, so they've got defenses set up here and here, but they're gonna have to fall back to this because of that. Parthia might, oh no. Alright, he should be okay. But yeah, like, because the tower is now being taken, you know, they can't hold this spot, and they're gonna have to fall back to something like that. Where's the tower length? Right there. That's the tower. So, they could kind of hold just like that if they wanted to. But over here, they have to hold behind this line and this line. Otherwise, the tower's just going to shoot them to death. Eastern Slinger's moving up, looking to get some free shots off. You got Bactrian Hillman. What's advancing from Carthage? Mercenary Gallic warriors. And then Hillman going up onto the walls. Not a bad idea. As you pressure here, you can pressure along the walls as well. Oh, and here's the hordes of Arverni, Celtic warriors. Really not sure what the plan is here of defense. There's nothing really truly set up yet. They do have their Bactrian Noble Horse and their Eastern Cataphracts on this side, so maybe they're looking to get some cycle charges here with their cavalry. But Parthia is not paying attention to the Celtic warriors. You're gonna jabby, aren't you? Come on, do it. Do it. Oh my god. Oh my god, Parthia. Okay, this is why. You can see over here, the Parthian forces outside have engaged. Sarmatian Lancers going in. Their Hillmen going in, but both of those not doing so hot. Cappadocians are going to finish off these Sarmatian Lancers easy. And here comes the other Cappadocian. Yeah, he's not getting out of that. All right, so there's that one. But he's going to counter-flank it with his other... Oh, no, he's not. He's pulling off. I think he's afraid of the jabby toss, which I would be too. Very, very dangerous for Cav. Gallic Warriors 37 kills, going up against one Hillman and a Thorax. The Thorax is probably going to win that pretty easy. Look at this, a counter push from Bactria. Thorax Swords and Bactria and Hillman advancing down this street. Arverni does still have a unit here, but all right, here comes an Oathsworn. Arverni went very heavy on the Oathsworn here. All right, Mercenary Celtic Warriors holding the breach there, which is going to give them kind of free reign to move stuff around here as much as they want to. Especially the big part about that's going to be their archers. Getting archers up in here to shoot is going to be very, very useful for the attackers. Now the Oathsworn are going to make mincemeat of the units over here, especially Bactrian Hillmen. Now they're actually switching out for a Mercenary Celtic Warrior, which I think I'm alright with that. No reason to expose your Oathsworn longer than necessary, and they are exhausted from their headhunt. So the Celtic Warriors should do perfectly fine in that situation. Archers now moving in. Another Gallic Warrior moving in over here. This one's got 82 kills. This must have been one of the ones engaging the Hillman outside. And look at that, up top. Gallic Warrior up top on the tower, throwing jabbies into the backs of the Thorax Swords here. They're going to be stopped here, I bet. Well, maybe not, because they do have a Pontic Hillman up here that made its way over here and is now working its way back and has the Bactrian Hillman sandwiched. Pontus Mercenaries, Celtic Warriors 104, about to break the Bactrian Hillman. Nothing quite coming over here yet. The Parthian swords. Man, that's painful. Very, very painful. Ooh, here we go. Parthian foot archers now up front. They are shooting, looks like, into the backs of the Gallic Warriors, but they need to be careful. Got some Gallic hunters here waiting, and they might be able to get some good shots off on you. Yep, there they are. Gallic's 3 kills and 0 kills, but probably, yeah, there we go. Yep, and he just noticed he's getting his Parthian foot archers out of there. Get your man out of there! Thorax countercharging. Oh, good jabby. Gallic Warriors did not return fire on that. 58 kills, but look at this one, 156 kills. All right, guys, you guys really need to, Carthage needs to stop paying so much attention to this outside. The Parthian foot archers being pushed back again, you know, I think he's having problems seeing the Gallic hunters just given their stalk ability and their snipe ability. I think it's causing him problems in being able to see that unit to counter fire. They're losing ground like crazy here. They just lost another tower, and that's the width of the tower's range is right there. And Aravaki's just sitting in it. Thorax, 103 kills, just defeated the other Gallic Hunter, but Libyan infantry coming up. Now, Libyans and Thorax are pretty evenly matched. The problem here, obviously, is that the Libyan is healthier. The Thorax has already seen some combat. Now, you do have a Parthian sword. Now, if you get the Parthian and the Thorax up there, you should be able to win that fight. Now, what I kind of like here, so Parthia sets up kind of to the right. You bring your Thuros here. As the Gallic Warrior advances, your Thuros can throw into its side. Arverni is advancing a little bit further, but looks like Bactria is going like this with the V. Thuros Spear's moving up now, though. They're not going to be able to really do the V because they've just given up this whole plaza, so unless they set something there, they're not going to be able to keep holding this. Another thorax coming up from Bactria, excuse me. Ooh, here we go. Cretans engaging the Eastern Slingers, and the Eastern Slingers have no idea. Slingers just getting shot up and just sitting there. Now, as of right now, they don't have anything guarding this. They've got 2 slingers here and here. I think they're just looking to get some shots off. And I was wondering that maybe they were trying to use their cav in that spot, but now the cav's moving away, so I'm not sure on that one. But look at this big cav presence. So Eastern Cataphracts, Royal Cataphracts. But then you've got the Sarmatian Lancers coming over as well. Syrian archers coming up. They might find themselves a free Cretan archer. Now, the thorax from Bactria actually holding just a single point there. It looks like the Thoros trying to get that side angle. I'm not sure how long this is going to be a useful place, though. And I think they're realizing that, too. They're just pulling out of this. Now, they could probably hold something here to... because I think they do have a good spot in holding this. But honestly, I think you might be better off just holding back here. Syrians. Yeah, the Cretans running away. He actually saw it in time to get out of there. Iberian Slingers moving back. They're retreating. Parthian Sword kind of holding this spot now. Iberian Slinger over here, 11 kills so far. Looks like he's shooting the Gallic Hunters. They have all this cav that I'm really not sure what they plan on doing with it. Ooh, here we go. They actually put more troops on the walls to keep holding this back. Thorax with 125 kills. Nicely done. 53. Now this is going to be tough. So what's going to end up happening here as the attackers come down this street, they're actually getting shot in the back by the Parthian foot archers. Nicely done. Good angle. Gallic Hunters now getting shots in on the Iberians. Iberians better be careful here. It's a 2v1. $14 kills, 15 kills. This one's 0. Or wait, no, I don't think I caught it because it was disappearing already. Hillman now killing Hillman and Parthian swords. Okay, there is a Parthian sword there. I think the attackers realize that they really don't want to go down this if they can avoid it. Silver chevron Pontic swords. It really looks like they want to put the pressure here, and I guess they do want to put pressure there. But man, this Parthian foot archer position is going to be pretty tough to deal with. Now, if they could get like an archer superiority here, they could probably kick these off, get rid of them. But until they do that, these Parthian foot archers have a very, very dirty position. Cretan's actually moving forward. Looks like he might be trying to juke the Bactrian Syrian archers here. I'm not sure what you're planning to do here, Bactria, but you got stuff. Okay, I was like, You got stuff coming over here. You can't keep holding that. Ooh, here we go. Eastern Cataphracts. What are we doing here, Parthia? We gonna do something or not? They can also go through here. The water slows you down, though, so they may not. Looks like this. I think the Syrians were trying to maybe shoot over here at the Gallics or something, but I don't think they were able to get the angle because they started kind of running into combat. Mercenary Celtic warriors moving up. The Eastern Cataphracts better be careful. They pull them back? Yeah, they're going to get out of there. See some Bactrian Royal Cav, or Noble Horse, whatever it is. Now this Thorax sword is still alive here. Look at it, 227, 228. And actually about to, no, break it. No, stay, stay. Break the unit. Oh, Bactria, what are you doing? Finish the unit off, then go. Oh, man. That was a big boo-boo. They had the prime opportunity to break that Gallic warrior, and they didn't do it because they ran away from it. Premature move there. Now this is dirty. Walk in, and they're going to get double-teamed here. Scutari and Scutari. This Hillman is screwed. Scutari are very, very good units. Especially for the fact that I think they're only 610 gold. Ooh, look at this. Our Vernie actually has an Oath Sworn in now. And the Thorough Spear is trying to get jabbies, but to be honest with you, it's not a very good angle for them. Now what would be a smart move here would be to kind of set your unit kind of like this and open up this opening on the flank here to throw. Got a lot of waste javelins, I would say. And honestly, you're probably getting friendly fire. Yeah, look at that, see? Yes, friendly fire does exist. The Oathsworn's not even really taking that much damage. It only lost 8 men. There we go. They were able to get the Parthian foot archers away. Doesn't look like they killed any. Looks like the Parthia player saw it just in time to get out of there. All right, there we go. Advancing. Now, you definitely want to get that counter charge there. And he's falling back because of the river. Either he didn't know about it or he was just trying to hold for as long as he possibly could, buy some time. Our Vernie looks to advance here. A lot of Parthian swords over here. It's hard to get it without the like faded, half faded in unit. I don't like having that like weird ghost man in the screenshot. It just looks really goofy. It's where one of the units is just coming into the frame and hasn't fully like rendered. Man, they're full going in. Arverni's already up here with Oathsworn. I mean, it's most of what he has, obviously, but it's a lot of, it's a lot, man. It looks like they engaged over here with the Celtics. But look at this. By engaging here, just getting javied in the side. And I don't think they plan on going back into this side over here. A lot of Eastern archers up here now, though. Look at how much Bactria has fallen back now. Completely giving up that tower and everything. The big problem they're going to have here is they have a really bad problem with elites right now. So on the defender's side, really the only person who can bring like an elite sword unit is Aravaki here. So these Oathsworn and Noble Fighters is going to be really painful to deal with. Aravaki brought... How many Noble Fighters did he bring? One for his gen. And that's it. One... Wait, no. There we go. He's got 2 Noble Fighters. His gen and 1 other. And honestly, I hate to say that is kind of a good trick here. When you're facing... you know, a bunch of factions and a bunch of them can't bring, you know, elites, it doesn't hurt for one faction like Arverni to go really heavy on your elite spam. Because then those Oathsworn, they just don't have anything to deal with them. They have to shoot them and jabbing them as much as possible. That's their best bet here. You can see this Thorax sword just getting cut to pieces. I think the one thing I would say is that if you are going to go up against an elite, you should probably go like 2v1. Try to put 2 of your units onto one of their units. It'll allow you to overpower them with the numbers rather than the elites, you know. What do you got here? Is it just, okay, Parthian swords and Hillman. I thought it was just Hillman. I was like, oh god. Oh god! Archer's getting pushed back again, man. He's got Easterns and Gallic Hunters. And the Cretans are still way back here from Carthage. They're still threatening here. They still want to, you know, be like, hey, we might charge you. I don't know. Oathsworn in over here, 149. He's got 61 kills. Going against Scutari and Parthian swords. Now, while the Scutari is engaged, I would set up here and jabby him. You could also send your Noble Fighter in there, which I think is the plan here. A massive front line.
On my order, withdraw!
Hillman broke. Now Thorough Spear going in. Square formation here. Just buying time. Seems to be the name of the game here. They need to be careful, though, because this could be a problem. Scutar or Iberian swords now gone. Oathsworn here waiting to walk right into their back lines. Alright, there we go. Noble Fighters and Oathsworn. Problem is, the Oathsworn's already pretty banged up, so the Noble Fighters should be able to win this pretty easy. There comes another Oathsworn. Actually, the Oathsworn General now. So, now the Noble Fighter only took 10 losses here. Got a headhunt, no battle rhythm. And Cav through the back. Oh no! Pontic Cav now into the back lines of the defenders.
Pick you targets.
Where's the Bactrian Cav? Okay, so here's the Royal Cataphract Gen. Looks like he's going to come over here so that he can then cut them off. Because I think they're coming up, and you can see the archers and slingers scrambling. Pontic Royal Guard, or Bactrian Royal Guard, moving up to kind of plug the gap there. But the Cappadocian's actually coming out this way.
Riders at the double.
I don't think he wants to deal with the Royal Cataphract. Eastern Cataphracts now moving.
In service to the king.
The line here, this front line has gotten very, very thin and sloppy. And looks like maybe an engagement coming over here. Now, if they can get their infantry in here, those Cataphracts might actually be able to get in and do some trouble. Noble Fighters switching out. Got to charge there, Scutari. Got to charge. Eastern Cataphracts charging in now. Not a great charge, though. Honestly, though, what he should do... Come on, do it. Take your Cav around. Pontic Cav, oh no! Oh no! No, go for the slingers. Go for the slingers. Go for the slingers. Pontus, please. Oh, such a missed opportunity. Now the Eastern Cataphract's getting around. Charging right through the Pontic General. But now the Pontic Cav into the slingers. Slingers are gone. They then charge the Noble Fighter. Noble Fighter taking some damage here. Eastern Cataphracts seem to be doing pretty good. Cappadocian Cav not so hot. Yeah, Cappadocians are gone. Bactrian Noble Horse showed up. Bounce power is very heavily in the attacker's favor at this point. I'm really not sure why the Easterns aren't... Like, come on. You literally have an open lane to all of the attacking archers here. It would be even better if you had a Sarmatian Lancer left. They need more troops, man. This is about to break. Somehow the Cappadocian Cav is alive. I have no idea how.
Engage!
Eastern Cataphracts, 243 kills.
As you wish.
The other Cappadocian Cav moving up.
Step forward.
He's going to take on the Eastern Cataphracts. Should be able to finish them off. All right, Pontic Cappadocians are done. Man, this final area here is not looking so hot. Not looking so good. Sorry, just trying to get some scenic looks here. Honestly, like, not a whole lot of like crazy stuff happening at the moment, so although they have officially broken through this area, so I don't even know what their plan is at this point. They've got a lot of slingers. Now the archers might have some ammo still as well. Balance power is not looking hot. Not looking good at all. They do still have a Bactrian Cav over this way. Looks like he, I guess, couldn't find a way out, so he's taking the long way back. It's a long way to the top when you like a rock and roll. The Arverni General about to break. Wavering, 44 men left. Double square formation on the throw spears here. Then more Oathsworn and Pontic Swordsmen moving forward. Aravaki, man, you gotta countercharge. Like, Aravaki is a fast-paced faction. You gotta keep moving. You know, you cannot get charged flat-footed here. Then the Pontic Cappadocians getting into the Royal Cataphracts. I actually think he was getting into the Slingers, but the Royal Cataphract was able to save them. I hate to say, this is not looking so good. That other Eastern Cataphract has actually been doing some work back here. Looked like he might have been trying to get into Carthage, but not really finding much. Let's look at the battlefield real quick. It's a lot of Pontics, man. Look at that. Look at all that, like, blue-green. All right, looks like they're kind of getting set up for their next kind of phase of the attack here. Thorough spears went in to relieve the Iberian swords. Eastern Cataphracts actually got around into the archers there. Cappadocians came in. Eastern Cataphracts are starting to take losses. But he is getting good kills on the Eastern Cataphracts. Cappadocian's trying to get rid of him. And it looks like he might succeed. Yep, there they go. And the Cav's moving again. I thought maybe he was going after the Bactrian Noble Horse, but I guess not. Bactrian Guard thankfully do not have jabbies, so I mean, like, it's not a terrible place to go into. Looks like he might be sending the Oathsworn in. Some depleted ones. Look at this one, 267 kills. And still getting good kills on the Thorough Spear. Now, cycling out with the Iberian Swords. No, yes, countercharge, there you go. Eastern Archers all out by themselves. Oh no, that looks like a big boo-boo. Because even if they get away, man, they're just going to get shot up. That looks to have been a big screw-up. Now as the Oathsworn have this engaged, it's actually a pretty good angle there. Nice shot there, Bernie. But it looks like Parthia might be coming up to have a word with you about that. Bactrian Noble Horse just wiped out that other Oathsworn unit. Then after cycling in here, he's going to try and shatter it. But the headhunt, increasing that morale a little bit. Royal Cataphracts in the back. There we go.
Forever loyal. We understand.
That doesn't look to be much of a knockdown there, Parthia.
Advance for glory. Charge.
Like you're like stuck in the middle of a unit that's all standing up and yeah, trying to pull through that. I would say no. Bactrian Noble Horse into the Gallic Hunters. Looks like a lot of them might be out of ammo, though. Parthia's Jin? Gone? Holy shit, it is. Wow. I didn't expect him to be gone that quick. Pikes probably didn't help. Carthage has so much left, and honestly, all that they really have left for the defenders is a couple melee units, but really it's all range. Look at this, it's all range units. Syrian archers, Parthian foot archers, slingers. So the question will be, do they have enough to hold while the slingers shoot? You can see the Cappadocian Cab moving around the back. Bactrian Noble Horse once again going in, Gallic Hunters. It's not a terrible idea, even though they might be out of ammo, that can help trigger things like army losses. Ooh, good jabby toss from the Oathsworn. Libyan infantry now moved up. Dude, these Cretans haven't even done anything. Why? Holy shit. Where the hell? What? All of a sudden, these units from fucking Aravaki all of a sudden coming out of nowhere. Oh, God, the jabby toss. They are painted warriors. There you go. A little late on the frenzy though. You wanna frenzy then charge. Bactrian Noble Horse going after the Cappadocians, and he catches maybe. Yeah, he got some of them. He might be able to break it. Nope, not quite. Bactria's general is, or Pontus's general is dead, so... Iberian swords coming around. Maybe they're going to engage there. Not engaging at all. All right, cool. Oathsworn, depleted Oathsworn going in on the Bactrian Royal Guard. This one, 104 men with 114 kills. He's probably not going to beat the Bactrian Royal Guard, but he should hurt it pretty bad. Just a mosh pit all around here, guys. Bactrian Royal Guard is honestly a pretty awesome looking unit. And I think this is it. I think this is GG. Carthage just has too much left here. I don't know where Bactria is running away to, but the point is right here, so... Dude, they have ammo left? What the hell have you been doing? Good Lord Almighty, man. Good shield wall there by Carthage. Really helps absorb that charge. Yeah, that's going to be it. I'm surprised army losses haven't kicked in yet. They're going too soon. There you go. Carthaginian Gen's gonna come around. He may not make it though. They're shooting him. Well, yeah, he's. Jeez, you're just sitting there, dude. And that is it. All right, let's look at some kills here. A stout, valiant defense by the defenders, but not enough, unfortunately. So first off, Pedro Sor as Aravaki, 1752. 144 on the Slingers, 144 on the Noble Fighters, 260 on the Scutari. For Parthia, 1754. Beat him by 2. 271 and 249 on the Eastern Cataphracts. Very well done. His Parthian swords doing all right there. And finally, Sea Dog with Bactria's 1962. Look at the Thorax, 205, 230, 301 on the Bactrian Noble Horse. Now for the attackers, we have Sentinel as Arverni with 2,444 or 42 kills. The Oathsworn Man, 250, 282, 291, 241, 219. And even the Gallic Hunters, 206, 185. Got Cambridge as Pontus with 1769, 159 on the Cappadocian Cav. Sparthian swords, honestly, or Pontic swords, excuse me, not doing too bad, actually. 208, 158. Finally, Jackal as Carthage with 1,357 kills, but he has a lot of kills left in him. I mean, the archers have plenty of ammo. 147 on this one. 124, 114, 159. His noble fighters had plenty of kills left. Well, that is going to be it for today's battle. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you want to get in on these battles, join the Discord. If you want me to do your replays, also join the Discord, because in the Discord, that is where the replay drop is. That's usually the place where I check the most. And also remember that if you are a Patreon member or a channel member, you get a higher priority for me covering the battles and for playing in the battles. So make sure that if you want to get involved in those and get your replays done, hit that join button and become a channel member, or hit the link in the description for my Patreon page. Thank you guys so much for joining, and we will see you guys next time.